As we know, we're traumatized as South Africans, hungered down during the third wave of the COVID-19 infections, while looting and destruction continue in hotspots around the country. One person has chosen not to be overwhelmed by it, and this is Emelda Masango. She has started the post looting cleanup movement, and she's on the line. She's going to be telling us a little bit more about that. A very good morning to you, Emelda, and thank you so much for joining us on the Nafisa Dango Show.
Good morning to everyone. Thank you so much for having me in the show.
It's such a pleasure. I think you are our little ray of hope, as they say, wanting to go out there and make the differences, that are happening within the communities as we talk. Talk to us about yourself a little bit and how it is that you decided to start this movement.
Well, I'm Emelda Masango from a township called Bronkhorstspruit. Currently locating at Soweto. I'm working at Crown Mines as a receptionist.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I started the post is because I just wanted to help out and the business owners out there who are experiencing this looting, and there's been so much of people who are suffering from it. So I was just trying to help.
Yes, and as we know, the situations have been so dire and not just one, but many communities, many townships, and there's been such serious situations going on with this looting and the unrest that has been happening. Has this affected you in any way?
Yes, I think tomorrow we'll be starting from Deep Clip Square. Deep Clip Square. From there, we'll just do the cleaning and the painting. We have so many providers who donated painting, and also me and my coordinating team, we are on it, and tomorrow we'll be starting the work.
Wow. So, what sort of support structures have you got? Because the thing is, you've decided to start this hashtag Rebuild SA group, which,
Uh-huh.
is post looting cleanup. So, basically, what's happening is you giving the people the support structure to be able to help them try and build themselves up again. And that's what it's about. Because by empowering them, you're literally going to create that sustainability which they are looking for, because they don't have it at the moment. It's been taken away through vandalism, through the looting, through the unrest. A lot of the, as I know, shop owners, their places have been burned to cinders, which is really very sad. So talk to us about where you're starting. Which area are you starting in? The Diepsloot area? Which area are you starting in, and how you're going to work your way forward, and what sort of support structures are you going to be creating going further?
For now, we'll be starting at Deep Blue Square, and I'm provided by many donators as
Mm-hmm.
volunteers. As volunteers too are there. So many people are trying to help out, and with my coordinate team doing the administration and all that, I think the way forward is a long-term goal set up. Yeah.
So tell me, how would you do this? Because as you know, as I was reading earlier, you said that you were looking for that support structures because you don't even have the equipment, but you're hoping that other people will, jump on board with you and say, let us go out there and let's make those differences. Let's whoever has whatever cleaning material or things that they could help out with equipment, and they can go and join you and then go and make those differences in the Diepsloot area. Now, paint a picture for me. How bad has it been there?
It's very bad. As I was walking on that Snake Park area in Soweto, I've experienced some shooting and all that, and people that are old, even the kids were there. Some of them got killed because they fell and then they just died because of the situation that was there. So the vandalizing, it's too much, especially when it comes to the retail shops. So the experience is very bad.
Yes, I'm sure the losses are huge, and this is the reason why you've built up hashtag Rebuild SA, which I think is so important, because you're going to go out there and try and help all those business owners. Firstly, of course, to clean up the huge mess that has been left behind. I mean, looking at the types of visuals I've seen, it's really appalling. It's scary. There's a lot going on in there. I think people can't even drive on the streets at the moment.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, so talk to us. Where are you going to start? Are you going to start with the business people, going from door to door? campaigning, trying to recover looted items, as you were saying. How are you going to do that? Are you not afraid of maybe getting, should we say, some aggressiveness from people that have taken those particular items? How do you intend sorting that aspect out?
With so much support from everyone, I'm counting volunteers and the people that I'm working with, the coordinates. I think that I have so much support with a security too. They have offered. Yes, it's scary out there, but we are willing to try and make a change.
Mm. And I know it's a definitely very positive change, because I think by you going to the residents, it's creating that education and making them understand that what they've done is not the right thing, that there are ways to deal with the situations that we find ourselves in, and dealing with it in a better way. And looting and, of course, taking things that belong to others is not the right way to do it.
For now, I'm not pointing any fingers. That
Mm.
would be the best way to start.
Mm.
And the only thing that we should create is a peace and hope phase. So the best way is to just start by cleaning and all that from the supporters and the volunteers. I just need that to just go on without mentioning anyone who's wrong, who started this, and however. I know that the law has to take place and all, but I'm not involving anything regarding that. I'm just involving Ubuntu and humanity through it.
And that's what it's about. It's about creating that Ubuntu where you tell yourself that, you know what, with others, you're going to go out there and change those people's lives. Because, firstly, by helping them clear up is already one really good thing that you're doing, because they can then start trying to build up their businesses. So, are you also working on possibly trying to get some form of funds in so that they can start getting some items into their stores again, building their stores up? How do you intend doing that?
Oh, we have a Gmail account where they can contact us, which is
Mm-hmm.
rebuildmzansi@gmail.com. With other contacts of hashtag rebuild SA, you can just comment there and then we'll just get back to it and reply. We are looking for funders who are willing to fund, but it's not like straightly and we're looking for funding and all that, because when we started, it was not about funding. It was about helping out. So whoever is out there and willing to help us, we are opening our hands to that person.
Mm. And Imelda, tell me, do you intend doing this in other communities as well besides your Deep Slit area?
Yes, yes. We are planning to go viral and be able to help out there every business owner who has been in the situation.
Mm, mm. And
Yeah.
and of course, you spoke about a post by the I Know a Guy page on Facebook. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, the page is owned by Umbali. Bali just approved the post. As she approved it immediately, it turned out to be something so huge unexpectedly. So from then, that's when I started to see that this is an impact to people. It is just inspiring them a bit by bit. Here it is
Mm.
today. It has like 34,000 people
Wow.
following the page on Facebook and all of that.
And that's what's given you the support structures you've needed, because it's
Yes.
actually drawn attention to the type of situation that you're facing in that particular area in Diepsloot, and how really dire and bad it is. And it's about also educating people to say, you know what, it's about uplifting people and empowering them and changing their lives for the better. And I think that's what you young people want to go out and do there. And I think it's an absolutely phenomenal project.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where do you see yourself going, as far as, um, is there a way that you're going to work it out? Because we also know that we're in a pandemic at the moment. So there's going to be
Yes.
a certain way that you're going to be working in order to do this.
Yeah, that's why we started this coordination group so that we can be assured of the COVID-19 rules and regulations and everything. But we are making sure that as safe as we are, around the office, anywhere that we walk to or going to clean to. That's why we're supplied with sanitizers and masks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to be safe as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And have you been given the safety, protocols to all the other people that have been joining you to say, when we go out there, these are the types of processes we are going to follow in order to clean up?
Yes, yes, I've done that.
Wow. So it seems like you're covering a little bit of everything there. Tell me,
Yes.
where do you see yourself heading to with hashtag Rebuild SA?
Well, we are rebuilding Zanzibar again and giving hope to everyone. So I think many businessmen out there and women are willing to see themselves back on track again, trying to help out and finding jobs and all that. So it's going to be a long term thing. I actually see myself like being involved for the time of my life with this, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy about it that it happened because we needed something so positive after everything. The economy is down, the corona, the looting. So I do not think that we need more damage than this.
Mm, most definitely not. How have your young people that have joined you? What sort of positivity have they been creating? And that's what it's all about.
Well, there are young people who have joined, especially the volunteers. Some of them are not working. Some of them just lost their job due to this looting. The inspiration that they're giving me is that it does not matter what age you are. What matters is just to wake yourself up and just try something different out there.
Mm, I agree with you. Um, Tell me, Imelda, how difficult has it been for you going through that there in Dipslut? Paint us the picture. I mean, it was so scary just watching the footage and seeing what was going on. Um, did you feel helpless at that moment? And that's when you decided, you know what, once this is done, there's something that I need to do to be able to reach out to people.
The difficulties that I have experienced is people asking if they're gonna get paid after the cleaning, is people asking if I will be able to give them jobs and all that, which is something that we all do not have.
Mm,
And the difficulties that I've come across when I was walking to the police station to ask if it's okay by the law if I create this group and all that, the police were not being able to answer. Maybe they were traumatized, maybe they just
mm.
experienced too much and all that. So I did not get the answer that I wanted for that time. So yeah, those are the difficulties that I have faced for now.
And I think it's a difficult situation on its own as it is, because the thing is, many people have lost their jobs due to the looting and the unrest, and of course, all those particular stores are now having to start from scratch. And at that point in time, we're actually in a worse situation than we were before when the pandemic started. Is due to the fact now there's a lot more people that are actually jobless, and the poverty structures are going to get even worse. So, do you intend helping out with that as well? Because, I mean, as we know, a lot of people are already suffering the situation of impoverishment.
Yes, I am planning on rebuilding SAE in any way, not just this cleaning. I think that I'm gonna have so many campaigns after this one because I've seen that people are out there crying for help. However, whatever that is distributed or donated, if it's about like helping people, then I'm there. I'm there, people to just help. I can do so many things about this. It's not only just this, but
Mm.
yeah,
How
yeah.
have the other young people responded to you as far as this situation is concerned? Have they also jumped on the bandwagon and said, "Let us go out there and make a difference and help Imelda go out and change Dipslut and make it the place that it was and even better"?
Some of them have responded like, okay, we'll be able to help out in a certain area only, and some of them are like, oh, I'm proud of you and all that. But currently, I'm working with people who are even older than me, and they have inspired me in many ways too. And young people out there reaching out to me, trying to find out where they can help and how they can do it and all that.
and they have definitely come forward to try and help also make differences. I think the young people have a positive outset where they tell themselves they're going to definitely get together and create support structures. And it's nice to see that in your area they have decided to do that as well. But we're going to go for a quick ad break and we'll be back with you in a few seconds.
Okay, no problem.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
This year, share your Qurbani with some of the world's neediest communities. The Al Imdad Foundation's Canned Qurbani program allows you to provide a ready-to-eat, high-protein product to Syrian, Palestinian, and Rohingya refugees. Just 2,100 Rand, the Al Imdad Foundation will slaughter, can, and distribute your Qurbani to some of the world's neediest refugee communities. Share your Qurbani today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Yeah, it's very da. So I think
Looking to get your kick? Kiki's have now reopened on 235 Matthews Maiwa Road in Durban. Head on over for the Taste with Kick. We offer something scrumptious for everyone in the family. Wraps, chicken tikka, burgers, tender grills, mocktails, milkshakes, and so much more. Corporate and events catering available. Visit our social media pages for more info or call 031 209 0119. Kiki's, the taste with kick.
The two major dams for the Eastern Cape's biggest metro, Nelson Mandela Bay, are running dry with no major rain forecast. The city of Port Elizabeth is facing an unprecedented water crisis, home to an estimated 1.3 million people. The Al Fida Foundation needs your support to deliver water to impoverished areas. Support our water drive and help us raise monies for water delivery vehicles to ensure water distribution in areas of critical need. Donate your lilla to the Al Fida Foundation. Visit our website at www.alfida.co.za or contact us at 041 484 1288.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042 203 1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Sustain, sacrifice, share. This Eid al-Adha, donate your Qurbani through Africa Muslims Agency. We ensure that your Udhiyah Qurbani not only feeds the poor, but creates sustainable incomes for local farmers, brings the practice of sacrifice to the villages, and shares the spirit of Eid. Sponsor in South Africa for 2,400 Rand. Africa, 1,500 Rand. Palestine, 6,150 Rand. Syria, 4,000 Rand. Donate online at africamuslimsagency.co.za or call 011-834-8685. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
Welcome back to the Nafisa Dango Show, and we're in conversation with Emelda Masango. And it's phenomenal to see people, young people like this, going out there, making differences, trying to create support structures through the double trouble, should I say, that we've been going through. Firstly, the pandemic, and secondly, the unrest that we've been facing these past couple of days. And Emelda, being 25 years of age, a receptionist in the Johannesburg Crown Mines area, has decided to go on this embarking spree to be able to create the positivity and, should we say, the hope that people are looking for, because that's what it's about. It's about creating the hope. Thank you for holding on for me during that break, Emelda. And as I was saying, it's so nice before we left to see young people like yourselves creating that hope and that added structures that will make people, should we say, go into a positive space. Because as we know at this point in time, people's negativity and their anxiety levels are so high that they're actually not managing. I think they don't even know where to start. And people like yourselves have given them that idea to say, here we are, we're coming and we're going to come into Deep Sloot and we're going to first help you clean up and then decide how we're going to help you sort your business out by helping you build it up all over again. And I think that is so phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So how has it made you feel to know that you've been the starting point of a support structure and a hope system and a system where you've created that environment where you've changed all the negativity that people have been facing into something so positive and should we say something so phenomenal?
Yes, you can say that. It has given me an impact that is very positive. I feel that I just have to take the responsibility since I started this whole thing. So I am willing to just go out there and make a difference out of it.
What would you like to say to other young people out there that you'd like to entice into joining you on this particular project that you're busy with?
I would love to say we can be able to do anything that is possible. Let them come so that we can just explore the world.
Wow, that's amazing. And what messages would you like to leave us with this morning?
We are South Africans. We have experienced so much. Yet there are things that are provided like psychological help to the business owners and all that. Because together with our interests and dislikes and likes and however the color is, the age and whatever, we should not just look at that. We should look at how we're groomed. Because today kids out there are facing violence. They're not even going to school and all that. So that is not the end of us. We should start something that would be positive for us.
I so agree with you. I think you have definitely said some real words of inspiration there. It's about keeping that hope, but keeping that positivity and that resilience as well. And I think also creating that support structure amongst yourselves to be able to work together, where you're going to, create an understanding between yourselves, but also helping to reach out and help those that are in dire need. I also want to say that we are proud of you here at the Salam Media team for being so young and creating such a phenomenal project to be able to help those that have gone through a really very dire situation during this past couple of days. So thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you all the best going forward. And once again, congratulations on doing such a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Do take care and stay safe.
Thank you. We'll do so.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Emelda Masango, definitely creating the hashtag Rebuild South Africa, where, of course, that's what it's about. Because right now, it's not just about the pandemic. We've been facing an unrest that has created so much more worse situation that we have been initially. So they're going out there creating those hope structures for the people that have gone through those situations and going to clean up, starting off in the Deep Sloot area. So if all your young people are listening out there and you'd like to go out and make a difference, then do join her on her venture in the Deep Sloot area where you can start clearing up, sorting out, and rebuilding SA. Talking about rebuilding SA, stay with us. We're going to be back with Yasin Valley, and he's going to be talking to us about how we can create support structures in their area.
From the townships of South Africa,